Good morning, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, and Cancer. Welcome into your reading, guys, for the month of February. This will be your monthly reading for the month of February to see what kind of energies will break it down for you, will be around you, what kind of guidance will be with you if you want to take it. Right, and and let's move into the reading for the month of February 2022, Cancer. We will have 6 questions in this reading and we'll find the answers, Q&A. Okay, Cancer, let's welcome our divine guide, angel ancestor, spirit guide into this reading and my divine source for you, Cancer, with regards to your energy around this portion in time for the month of February 2022, Cancer. Okay. Now, a reminder, guys, if this reading does not resonate with your story, then please check your moon and rising. That could give you a better understanding of your situation. But first, let's call for your subconscious energy first. Let's see what your subconscious energy is going to be talking about, because whatever your subconscious is or will be, that will kind of move you into your conscious energy of action, communication, whatever that you have in your mind. Okay. So let's first call our spirit guide, angel, and ancestors to understand what your subconscious energy will be around the month of February, Cancer, for you. Okay, so let's move into your subconscious energy first. And I'm going to keep the cards like this, okay? Then we'll move it. The next one will be your conscious energy. What kind of a conscious energy is going to be triggered along with your subconscious energy? What is your conscious energy triggering in regards to your subconscious energy? What's your conscious energy, guys, that you will find within yourself around this portion? Now, like I said, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. What's the conscious energy, my spirit, for this reading for Cancer? Okay. The next one would be your fear element. Okay, what's your hope? What's your fear from your conscious and your subconscious? What's the fear element here? And your hope as well. What's the hope and fear element that's going to be triggered from your conscious and subconscious energy here? Because again, fear is in the mind, right? So whatever you're thinking subconsciously, you're enacting on that consciously, and that could trigger your hope and could trigger your fear situation, either one, okay? The next would be your environment, Cancer. We'll see what kind of an environment we are looking at for you, or what is the environment talking to you about. What kind of an environment? There's too many cards, guys. Hold on. What is the environment here for Cancer in this reading? Okay, we got here. All right. The next would be your spirit's advice, okay? What is spirit telling you or will be telling you? What kind of an advice you are going to get around this portion in time for yourself? What's spirit's advice to you here? What is spirit trying to tell you here, Cancer? Let's see. What's your spirit's advice, guys? Again, too many cards. Hold on. Spirit wants to really talk to you. Okay. Spirit has a lot to tell you, I guess. But let's see here. What's your spirit's advice to you, Cancer, please? What's the spirit's advice here? Wow, spirit really has a lot to tell you guys. Okay, finally. All right. Next is the last but not the least would be your probable outcome. What kind of an outcome you can expect either now or going forward? What is the probable outcome for you, Cancer? All right, so we got 2 cards. We'll take the 2. No, 3. Too many, guys. We'll ask for 1, okay? Because again, too many messages will take longer. What kind of an outcome Cancer might want to have, or you will see. Hold on. The outcome, please. Okay, finally. All right. All right, guys, let's move into the reading. All right. Practicing patience, okay? So they are saying that you need patience for yourself around this portion in time, Cancer. It's important to keep your balance. It's important to keep your patience around this portion in time, right? Building up slowly. Taking your own time to process situations, to do things, right? So patience is your key to success this month of February. The more patience you have in yourself, the more you will get for yourself. So patience, it's like the building block, right? The more patience you have, the better you will do in the month of February. All right. So the first is, let's move into the reading first. The first would be your subconscious energy. Inspirational mediumship, right? So they are saying it's time for you is when you will come in contact with the spirit within you at this point in the month of February, right? Don't let clouds, don't let your mind cloud your information, right? Because if you do that, you will be limiting yourself for your own understanding here, right? So, I mean, let the words flow. Let your mind speak freely. Okay? Communicate with yourself in your subconscious. Blend with your spirit and your spirit guides. It's very important because there is a lot of downloads in your subconscious mind that you will receive around this portion in time that will help clear all kinds of confusion, doubt, and cloudiness that you might be having around this portion in time. So, subconscious is your inspirational mediumship. Now, when you talk about mediumship, you're definitely talking about connection with your spiritual world, right? Because that's where you learn, that's where you understand, that's where your cloudiness, your doubt, all those situations that have triggered you before, where you could have been upset, you could have been angry, you might have been very hurt for some of you. It's very important for you to clear that portion in your subconscious because you see, consciously we do a lot of things, but subconsciously there are a lot of things that is still within us, which it triggers us, right? Sometimes it rises on the surface, and sometimes it kind of slows down and goes beneath the layers of your subconscious mind. But it is an active volcano. That's what I'm trying to say, right? It is still an active volcano. It's not something that the volcano is gone, or your subconscious mind has cleared of all the past troubles and hurt and grief and pain and whatever, disappointment, whatever that has happened in your life, Cancer. So, in the month of February, that's what they are telling you, that you will receive a lot of download, right? But you have to give yourself time to blend in with your spirit world. Connect with your spirit world, blend with them, talk to them, communicate with them. Let the words flow back, because that will help you clear your doubt that your mind, your subconscious mind, has within itself. That's, like I said, an active volcano around this portion in time, right? So that's where they're saying you do have that scope around this portion, right? Take a moment to blend with the spirit and let the words flow into your mind, right? And let your spirit guide assist you. And speak from your heart. You're not speaking with anybody. You're speaking with your spirit guide. That's what they're asking you to do, right? So, from where, and if you can do that, guys, within this month, from where you will draw inspirational wisdom, which will clear your pain, your doubt, your grief, your sorrow, whatever that you have been possibly holding on in your, in the subconscious area of your mind, right? So it is a very important message in here, Cancer, for you in the month of February. And if you can do that, give yourself time to work on this situation, you will definitely find a lot more peace within yourself as you clear your, because all our problems, let me tell you guys, all our problems, all our grief, all our disappointment, all our whatever has happened before, our nostalgia, everything is in the subconscious. We don't act on that all the time, but it is still there, it's active, right? So anything that happens within our surroundings at a later date, something triggers that particular area where that active volcano is still very much active, right? And that's when the pain, the grief, the chaos, everything happens, because that particular thing has not been wiped off. It's not, the slate is not clean. So that is where spirit world comes into effect for you in the month of February, guys. So this is where the message is. So if you want your subconscious mind to be freed of all the burden, of all the pain, of all the trouble that you have been experiencing in your life, please give yourself the time this month of February to work with your own spirit guide. Okay, please talk to me about the inspirational mediumship. So it's a very important message for your subconscious mind in here, guys. Okay, yeah, the Hermit. Look, that's what they're telling you. Give yourself time. You don't have to talk to anybody. Do a lot of work with your spirit guide, right? Be the hermit. Take your time. Spend your time in peaceful meditation. If you can find time for some solitude, do that. Do that, right? Because the more you do that, the better you become, Cancer. Okay, so shine your light as an example to others, people who are rushing from one to the other and trying to catch up with life and trying to, in that pace of the moment, they are doing a lot of things wrong. They're not taking time for themselves. When they see you practicing that kind of a life, even if you're a work person, even if you're working, you do get time for yourself, when you don't have to, blend in with crowd and blend in with people, but you're giving yourself plenty of time to blend in with your own spiritual self. right? And that could also turn you into a kind of a mentor, because the moment you do that, guys, you are on your path to your own self discovery. That's very important, right? What is that self discovery? What is that inner knowing? What is that you want to achieve? You want to bring? You want to, do? There is a lot of things that will help you out if you can give yourself time in the month of February to work on yourself in the subconscious area, which means that you will have to be the hermit. Listen to your own voice, right? Listen to your own voice. It's a self-discovery process. What is that self-discovery that you still have not allowed yourself to walk into? Please talk to me about the hermit, right? So this is where your self-discovery process will start in the month of February, where you will find things in a much better, in a much better light. You will be able to see things in a much better light for yourself, right? So allow that time, guys. Allow that time as the hermit. Yeah, the Six of Wands. Because the more you discover, okay, this is what the story is, guys. The more you discover yourself, the more you blend in with your spirit guide, the more you know who you are, the more confidence you get in your life, right? The more victory the more confidence to win your victory or to be victorious, it's coming back to you or will come back to you, right? The confidence that you can do the things, the confidence that you can win all the challenges, the confidence that will allow you, guys, the confidence that will promote you towards the righteous path of life, right? So this is a very important message for your subconscious state of mind, Cancer, around this portion in time. So take your time, right? Take your time, work on yourself. Please talk to me about the victory. And this is where your victory is, because you will discover that the things you were scared of, or the things that you were concerned about, right? The things you were concerned about, how do you do this? How do you do that? Some of you could be going through a lot of process of moving, shifting homes, shifting jobs. Maybe your confidence would be a problem in your subconscious, right? So this is where you could be very concerned about your own confidence. You are not sure if you can, in your subconscious, you're not sure if you can manage to do what you are trying to do, or what your aim and ambition in life is all about. Please talk to me about the concern, right? So this is where because you are blending in with your spirit guide. So you are on a path of self-discovery, right? A self-discovery that will have a lot of challenges too. So that's where your concern is, right? Your concern is on the challenges and over your confidence. So this is where Spirit is saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We are here to take care of you, right? But you have to talk to us. You have to be one of us, right? You have to give us adequate time and attention so that we can help you to move towards the right direction of your life, right? Work, achievement, and success, right? This could be a challenge. This could be a concern. How do you proceed towards a better future? How do you proceed towards achievement? How do you proceed? You want to achieve, you want to be victorious, but again, you're concerned whether you will get it. You don't know, right? So this is where their spirit is saying, everything will work out, but you have to give suitable time to yourself and to us to connect together so that together we are a team who can move forward towards your work, towards your achievement, and towards your success. Right? So your subconscious is the part of a big story around this portion in time cancer. Okay. Now, your conscious energy, guys, is soul connection. Look, beautiful. So again, the moment your subconscious is able to clear itself, right, your conscious energy becomes so much better, right? So you know, you will find, right, you will find within days or whatever time period that this conscious self of yours is encouraging you to appreciate and see people on a soul level, right? On a soul level. You don't see them for who they are. You don't see them for their status. You don't see them for the occupation or the service they do. You see them as a person on a soul level. That's because you are coming out, or you will be coming out of your subconscious, where you will realize that the more the clarity is so much better, where you can see people with whom you can connect from a different level. That's your path to self discovery. You will not be connecting with people who have money, richness, material stuff, works in a big organization, is the CEO of a big company. That will not attract you. What will attract you, Cancer, are the people with whom you can meet on the same soul level, right? Which will help you to express the love that you have through your heart. Very important. And experience interaction with others on a soul level. So if that person, for example, you have somebody, your consciousness is not going to permit the entry of somebody who does not resonate with your heart and your soul. You will not allow those people to move into your vicinity, right? So that could be sometimes a little bit difficult. It could be sometimes a little bit hard, right? Especially when you're meeting a lot of people in the work area or at home or in your outside world, right? But even then, you will see that you will say hello, yes, hi, how are you? I'm good, good morning. But you're not going to spend much time talking to them. Why? You're not going to be a bad person to them. No, 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 that's not you. But what you're going to do is you're going to cut your time short with those people that you cannot connect on a soul level, right? So therefore, it's a very divine perspective, very divine perspective, right? Where you're purely responding, or you will be, guys, you will be purely responding by what your eyes see and your ears hear. Because by doing that, let me tell you, by doing that, you will see the real person and appreciate the good that is inside of every person, of every human being, right? So, you know, which sometimes we don't see, because a lot of us, um, I'm talking about people in general, they, the hurt, the past hurt is so much buried within them that they have protective layers to condition their life, right? They don't want to show people who they are, or they don't want to tell people who they are. And that becomes a very big challenge to see people from that deep soul level. So sometimes you judge people by the clothing they have on themselves, or by the shoes they are wearing, the accessories they are carrying, right? But you don't see the real person. So you may think, oh, this person has either a lot of money to carry a Louis Vuitton bag, or this person is carrying a bag from the flea market. You don't judge the person based on the accessory. You will be judging Cancer. You will be judging the person from what you hear and what you really see, not from the accessories that the person is carrying. Because that person could be a very good person, but overall, that person could be very harsh when they are talking. You know why? Because somewhere that person could have got really badly hurt, right? So whenever that person is talking to you, the words might sound very harsh to you. And that's because they have conditioned themselves to protect themselves from all that hurt and the grief and the pain. They have put protective layers on that past situation to condition their own life. But because you are connecting to people from a different level, you are seeing the people for who they are, for what perspective, on what level you are meeting them. You will see them from a completely different angle. That's what they are telling you here. So your conscious will be a different ball game here in the month of February, or starting from the month of February, Cancer, right? So your soul connection, so you will meet people, like I said, if you are not connected with people in the right, if you feel that person does not belong to your soul or is on your soul level, you will cut the conversation short. But if that person is harsh and crude, but you can feel that the person belongs to your soul level, you will meet them on a different level altogether. That's what I'm trying to say here. Please talk to me about the soul connection, because that's who you are turning out to be from the month of February this year, 2022. You will not judge people for what they have in their bank, or what they have in their money, or with their money, or what they have at home, how many furnitures they have got from big stores. No. What will matter to you, Cancer, is who they really are. Are they somebody you can connect on a soul level, or are they somebody that even though they have everything in the material world, you still cannot connect with them? So this is where your consciousness is coming. Yeah, the Queen of Swords. You will be very, very clear about the situation, because you know why, Cancer? Let me tell you. The reason is that you're brilliant. You are brilliant. You have gone through life experience in your own way, okay? Where, you could be humorous, you could be also witty, but sometimes you could be judgmental. And judgmental not in a bad way, right? Judgmental, like I said, you will judge people if they can meet you on your soul level. If they are not your tribe, if they are not your people, you will walk away, right? You will release situations. You will release people that you no longer serve, or they no longer serve you, right? So you will focus yourself on your career. You will focus yourself on finding humor even in most difficult situations, right? So you will be the person who will put their life experience into action in the conscious part of your story from the month of February 2022. That's very, very clear. You will be very clear. Consciously, you will be very clear about your own situation. You will definitely work very hard, very logically, but at the same time, you will not interact with those you have no you feel that they don't belong to you. They are different. Please talk to me about the Queen of Swords. So you are going to be very, very clear about your mental, logical energy here from the month of February, guys, because that's where you are moving into, right? You're moving into. You could be, like I said, you will give yourself plenty of time. Yeah, see, Hanged Man, right? You will have a lot of patience around this portion in time, right? You will do a lot of soul work by yourself. You will be the dark night of the soul before you take a call over any situation that regards some kind of an action or that demands some kind of an action, but you will not take action directly. You will go through that process. You will process all the information you have received as the Queen of Swords, right? Before you eventually cut them off or keep them back in your life. That's what is happening in here, guys. From a very conscious point of view, please talk to me about the Hangman. So you will pause, you will reflect, right? You're not going to just rush in and say, oh, I don't like you, go get out of my life. No. You will be very patiently looking at the situation before you take the plunge. Please talk to me about the Hanged Man. So you're very clear, yeah, family room, right? You want to expand, right? Toil and labor, yeah. But you will have a thoroughbred discussion over situations before you. So what is happening here is, like I said, hold on, guys, let me first get the card out. Please talk to me about the family room. This is your conscious energy, okay? This is your conscious energy that is coming into action here, okay? Oopsie daisy, hold on, guys. My spirit is like, I want to give you a lot of stories. Oops, okay, hold on. Let me pull my chair because, okay. Please talk to me about the family room. What's talking about the family room here? Let's see. October, okay. There could be something by October that you will discover. In your conscious self. That also could be a part of the story, but we'll see. Oh, okay, all right, hold on. So what is happening in your conscious self, guys, is this part of the story, okay? So you, like I said, you will be very clear about the people or of the people you are going to be connecting with. Like I said, if they are not your type of people, you will not be interested to work with them, right? So you will be very clear because you are experienced, you're brilliant, right? You will be able to handle difficult situations, but before you take any call in here, guys, you will think about the situation, right? You will reflect. You have a lot of patience. You will pause. You will reflect. You'll be like the dark night of the soul who is going through that energy in order to come to a place, where there could be a meeting with somebody, or there could be some final discussion over some situation that, where you need that patience You need that energy, that patience in yourself to come to the point where there could be a discussion towards an expansion in your life, right? So that could happen around the month of October for you, right? So from now on, you're kind of gearing up, or you will be gearing up for a different situation in life that probably had not been spoken about for a long time, but that will come out in the open around the month of October. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, which is going to be taking you from October. Okay, from October, something will be revealed, some meeting, some discussion that will be opened up will push you towards a different path, but on the right path, hammock, right? Taking a vacation physically and mentally, where you will find back a lot of peace once again in your life. In your life. So from October, right? From October, the direction of your conscious self will become very, very happy and clear. You will find a lot of clarity on situations with people, right? Lot of clarity will happen that will push you towards, taking time off, getting yourself some rest, rejuvenating yourself physically and mentally. So, there is a lot of things that is going to come back to you. But in the meantime, that's what they're saying. In the meantime, you have to work with your conscious energy. Keep those people away who no longer matter to you. Take time for yourself. Reflect on information before you attend some situation, right, which is going to be of some importance to you. And that could be a very private kind of a meeting as well. Could be a meeting between family members, could be a meeting between a very close friends, right? A very private affair that will eventually push you towards taking some time off and relaxing yourself, to rejuvenate once again. So, in your conscious self, that's what they're saying, give yourself time, gear up for situations that is going to come into effect in your life. Okay, now your fear, guys, is power of empathy. Look, so fear and hope, right? Thing is that because of your conscious and subconscious working together, like I said, connecting with people, disconnecting with those you have no longer, you don't have any connection with from a soul level. The hope and fear is the power of empathy, right? Because you could be a good medium, but it requires also a strong sense of empathy, right? The ability, right? The ability to sense and feel the emotion of your spirit as also the living people, right? As also the living people. So, empathic awareness could be your hope, that you should not get out of being an empathy. Uh, what did I say? You should not get out of your empathic medium, but at the same time, you should know where your empathy is required, how much you need to give, and how much you don't need to give, right? So it is a little bit dicey situation. So your hope and fear is that, you do not become a person without any empathy, right? But at the same time, your fear is that too much of empathy can also damage you. So you have to again keep a balance, right? You have to keep a balance because see, everybody is entitled to their emotions, right? So again, as you are being entitled to release your emotion, to give your emotions, to share your emotions, you also have to remind yourself of your own situation, right? So it's important to allow some space for yourself. That's your hope and fear, that you should be able to do that without taking in everyone's feelings. Sometimes you have to detach yourself from other people's situation. So your hope and fear is that you probably will not be able to do that so well, because you emotionally you get involved, right? You are a very emotional creature as a matter of habit. So if you hear somebody's story, if you think that somebody is going through a hard time, you want to jump in and do something. But that's where they're telling you, Spirit is saying that it's okay. It's a natural heightened sense of empathetic awareness, right? But sometimes that awareness can result in a very large feeling of being overwhelmed, which makes you tired, emotionally drained, and even anxious. Because sometimes you are too worried about other people's circumstances. Oh, what is happening to that person I love? What is happening to this one I care for? You're too worried. You're too anxious. And that drains you because you're too anxious to help them, and you're too anxious to do good for them. But what is happening here is it's tiring you out, right? So your hope and fear is that you should be able to give yourself plenty of time to work with for yourself as well, right? So that's where your hope and fear is, guys. Keeping a balance in yourself, keeping a balance, learning to keep a balance in yourself, very important for you. Please talk to me about the power of empathy. And this is a natural thing for you, Cancer. I'm not surprised to see this card, because you are by yourself, because of your zodiac sign. You love helping people, but and you're worried. You actually get into their shoes. You take their worries and you carry it on your shoulder, right? And that tires you out. Please talk to me about the power of empathy. So this is where Spirit is saying, it's okay, but you have to also give yourself plenty of time, right? Transformation, yeah, transformation, right? A significant life experience, because your hope and fear is that your learning lesson, right? A significant life experience before that you have done. You have jumped in, you have taken over the load, you have become anxious, right? But, but, uh, you could be changing. You could be changing. You could be releasing your old belief system that it's not always good to do that, because eventually you're tiring yourself out as well. So you have to give yourself plenty of time and space for your own energy, right? So this could be a major significant hope and fear that the transformation is happening. So somewhere you have to balance that situation. That's what they are telling you, right? That your hope and fear is that you should be able to balance that situation. Please talk to me about the transformation, because you could be worried about your own understanding, right? Oh, why am I not rushing in? Oh, why am I not doing the same thing as I was doing before? Oh, why am I not participating in that situation? You could be questioning your own self around this portion in time, because you fear and you're hoping that you're not going towards a bad route, that you're not becoming a bad person, right? That you are not becoming selfish, right? You would try to reason out that situation because you're breaking free, right? Your hope is that you can break free from all kinds of old belief system. And your fear is that if you break yourself completely free, then you could become a difficult and different person, right? Temperance, yeah, that's what I said. So this is where you have to balance. This is where you have to balance your hope and your fear. Very important for you, Cancer. Very important for you. You have to allow plenty of time for yourself. Don't carry other people's burdens on your shoulder that you don't have to. Worry about yourself, right? Worry about yourself. Let others do what they are doing. If at all somebody needs you, that's a different situation. But other than that, don't jump into people's life and carry their burdens for them. No, you don't need to. Please talk to me about the temperance. You have to have a balance, a moderation for your own good, right? Because this is where otherwise you will be very tired. You will be mentally worried, mentally anxious about a situation in your life, right? So worry about yourself more so. Think about yourself. Yeah, people might call you a little bit selfish, but again, sometimes in life, you have to do what you have to do, right? Courthouse, you have learned some kind of lesson before, right? And this is where, right? This is where you want to start fresh in your life because you have worked very hard for yourself or you have worked very hard towards other people as well, right? Carrying their burden, carrying their problems on your shoulder. So you have to find a reason for, you have to analyze yourself, guys. What is important for you here? In order to balance the situation, don't forget your learning lesson, right? Don't forget you could have got hurt. So, whatever that situation is for you, Cancer, you have to learn to work in moderation. That's what they are telling you. So, your hope and your fear is that you can do it, right? How do you keep your balance? Please talk to me about the courthouse, the child, and the toil and labor. So it could be a situation where you're trying to free yourself from a very difficult situation, where you have been putting too much of work and effort, but you have also learned your lesson too, right? So now the question is, how do you balance yourself, your temperament? Some of you could be going through, be feeling tired. Some of you could be going through a learning lesson. Some of you, but you want to, some of you could be a little bit childish at this point. So you have to blend. There has to be an alchemy here, Cancer, between your physical self, your mental health, and your learning lesson. Very important for you guys. Very important, right? Now, here it is. Let's see. Dark woman, dealings or relationship with a woman with dark complexion or hair. So, somebody could be there in your life. Kite, vacation, right? And wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Okay. So you could be planning something, Cancer. That's your hope and fear. But at the same time, you are scared that there could be somebody in your life who could come in between you and your happiness. Right? This is where, like I said, you have to balance between your physical energy, your mental paranoia, if you have, and your learning lesson. It's very important for you to find a balance between the three because you could be, like I said, you could be paranoid, and your hope and fear is that your plans are not disturbed, right? You could be going on a vacation with a friend, but you're scared that somebody could be coming over and taking away your time or putting a wedge, trying to, trying to disassociate you from somebody you are close to, for some of you, right? So, whatever the situation is, give yourself time. Give yourself time to come out of your old belief system. This also could be a part of your old belief system, where you believe that whatever you have wanted with somebody, somebody has come in and put a wedge between you and somebody, and that killed your happiness. So that could be another old belief system, right? You have to move out of that. You have to give plenty of time to yourself to balance back your own energy, Cancer, right? Where you could have been traveling through a lot of work, through a lot of learning lessons, right? Through a lot of problems, right? So you have to learn to take back your control, to take back your balance in the rightful way. That's what they are telling you, right? And do not be upset over situations that you think can happen, right? Or you're fathoming that. You're fathoming that somebody will come and they will try to do something between you and somebody that you care about, right? That could be your thought process. That could be your old belief system of being a little bit paranoid over situations at times, right? So this is where they're saying important part of the message in here, guys, is to balance. Learn to keep your balance. That's very important. This is your hope. This could be your fear. And this is where you have to really work very hard for yourself. Leaving the past behind. Leaving the past behind. Okay. Now, your environment, the wonder of colors. Oh, wow. Look at this. So, what they're saying in your environment, that everything is made up of energy, guys. Everything is made up of energy that is constantly moving and vibrating, right? Every color has its own unique frequency, right? So they are saying treat the world as your as a place of your art school, right? When you will go learn your painting, do your artwork, right? Practice to bring more color into your life and into your spiritual world. So treat that, because you see, you could be a person who really loves color, right? So colors can be a wonderful tool to evolve your psychic qualities or abilities at this point in time, right? So colors are everywhere, guys. Colors are everywhere. You have to breathe in. You have to breathe in the nature's colors that can be found in nature, in the forest, in the meadows, in the mountains, right? Anywhere, in the sky. So, whatever color that you are coming over or with, or you're coming in contact with, focus on them. Be aware how many times your choice of colors appear in one single day, right? Suppose you like the color indigo. So, in a day, just try to place a count on the colors that you see. But how many times a day of that particular day have you seen the color indigo? Or have you noticed indigo? So make a note of it, right? So once you understand that situation, guys, and you educate yourself about your own colors, you will never look at them in the same way again. You will look at them from a different perspective in your environment. Every person that you meet comprises of a color. Okay, my friend, I could be of a color black, right? I'm wearing black today, so maybe I like this color black. My friend likes white, right? So everybody has their own color. So as you see through, right, as you visualize people in your environment, you'll see that everyone has a color somewhere. Somebody could have a more colorful life than you have. Somebody could have a less colorful life than you have, but everybody has some kind of a color attached with themselves. So environment seems pretty interesting to you, guys. Environment for me, at this point, what I see seems pretty interesting. You will discover a lot of colors in people, a lot of colors in the environment as you move, right? Please talk to me about the wonder of colors. So your environment is very colorful. Pay attention. Pay attention, guys. You will see a lot of, and when I say colors, I'm not talking about, colors, nature, but colors in people. Black, white, whatever, colors in people, they're all very colorful. Please talk to me about the wonder of colors. So you have to watch, you have to observe people. Notice how colorful they are, right? And what really comes into effect for you. Please talk to me about the wonder of colors. Talk to people, maybe. Watch them. Learn from them. Experience that the world is not just black and white, right? The world is not just black and white. It has colors, right? And this is again the Two of Wands, right? Where you are possibly thinking about taking the next step. So you have to be bold. You have to be ambitious, right? You're probably thinking about partnering with somebody who shares your dreams, right? Expands your plans, or both together will expand the plans and continue to move forward. So for which your environment has to be very colorful, right? Because this is some kind of a partnership that you are coming in contact with in your environment. Please talk to me about the Two of Wands, right? Somebody who can be your equal in give and take. Strength in the reverse, right? And where, where earlier there could have been a lot of ego and pride. So that is a part of your understanding of how different the world can be, or how different environment can be. Hold on, guys. This is very interesting. Please talk to me about that strength in reverse. Where you have seen people false person, right? Okay, hold on, guys. Let me get my cards out. Please talk to me about the false person. Okay, so with the colors, as I explained, right? The reason you're coming in contact with this kind of an experience is because of a partnership that you have had or you wanted to have with somebody who could be your equal partner in give and take, who could be expanding your dreams with, you could be expanding your dreams with that person, expanding your plans, continuing to move forward. But then you discovered that all is not what the colors you have seen in this relationship, right? What you have seen is a different color. What you were seeing before was very colorful, but then all of a sudden, with that strength in the reverse, right, you have seen a different color of that same teamwork, right? Where a false person emerged, somebody that you can no longer trust. Right? That's a color of life. That's a different color, a shade of different color that you have seen or you will see in the environment, right? Which involves some kind of marriage, right? It could be somebody that you have loved or you are married to, opportunity or windfall. That is something that you did not know what it can bring. It can either bring a lot of opportunity in your life or it's something that you're going forward to. Could be that too. But it can either, if you continue, okay, if you continue with that same partnership, guys, in the environment and you tie the knot because you have seen a different color to that story. So that particular situation, when it goes towards a commitment, right, can either bring in a lot of opportunity or it can bring you down, right? Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. So this could be a journey that you're going through at this point, right, where you're deciding whether you want it or you don't want it, because this partnership has shown you a different color. That's basically what I'm trying to say in the environment, right? Where trust has become an issue, right? Trust is an issue. You could be very fearful of the situation as well, where you feel that there is lack of compassion and love and trust, right? Because that situation or that energy could have been very, very false. That's a different color of life you have seen, right? Now, the question is that if you continue on that same route, right, and you say, okay, whatever happened to before, we will not look behind, we will move forward, right? If that happens, then that situation, spirit is saying, can either bring you a lot of goodness or can bring you a lot of unhappiness. But the journey is yours. This is your journey, physical or mental. You will have to take a call on this. That's what they're telling you here with regards to your environment at this point in time. What you decide to do. Would you want to stick on or do you want to move away? Choice will be yours. What do you want to do in this situation? Because you have seen different colors or you will see different colors in your environment. That could be a little bit disturbing at this point. Okay, so give yourself time. Now, Spirit's advice is flower power, psychic touch. So Spirit is saying, don't worry about the situation, right? You have a psychic quality, right? There is a lot of psychic touch that you have, which could be directly connected with flowers. So pick a flower, try to work with that, right? Just call in some friends, ask each person to take a few moments, infusing that flower into your energy, right? And and keep working on that flower. It's something that blooms, right? Flower power, it's something that blooms. So what they are saying is that flowers have a gentle way of touching your heart, right? So if you work with something as tender as a flower that touches your heart, touches your memories and your soul, right? Their colors, their shapes, their fragrances, their beauty, they all provide a heartfelt inspiration into your life. So flowers, they're saying, Spirit is saying, flowers are capable of holding that energy, right? So, hold a flower. hold a flower in your hand for some time and see how it feels, right? So Spirit is saying, come in contact with something as tender and as beautiful as a flower, because right now you could be in that situation where you are probably, going through a period of a little bit difficulty in your environment, right? Please talk to me about the flower power. So they're saying, just work with yourself. You got the psychic touch. Cancer, you are a psychic, right? Just by your zodiac sign. So with that power that your spirit is giving you, right? They're giving you some kind of a power here. The flower power. That's something that will enhance your mood, bring back your joy. Touch a flower, see how pretty and how tender that touches your memories, your soul, your heart. You feel good about the whole situation, right? Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, because it could be that, you will be ending a situation that will bring in a lot of relief and sadness together, right? Sadness together, and that could be coming from your environment, Cancer, right? But it will also bring in the opportunity for new happiness that will lift a weight off your shoulder, right? And you will feel free about the whole situation. So learn to work with that energy, because there is something that you will be ending, or you have already ended, doesn't matter. But in order to bring it back, in order to bring back the good stuff, work with nature, I would say. Please talk to me about the Ten of Swords, right? Because there could be something that is still disturbing you or will disturb you. But at the same time, if you can do that, that will also lift a lot of weight off your shoulder, guys, right? Which is again the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. Yeah, where there is a defeat energy over a situation, right? Where somebody could have deceived you, guys. Somebody could have deceived you. Somebody could have been very false here. Somebody could have been very bad here, right? And that energy has become a learning lesson for you today, right? Which is a learning lesson of how people are defeated in their life, right? So that could be one particular situation that will give you the Ten of Swords, where you will feel that it's required for you to end that situation here, that you are no longer going to be betrayed or defeated by anybody in your life. Please talk to me about the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, because you know what? That kind of an energy is not something you want in your life. And so it's like a weight off your shoulder, and you will very well end that situation that where somebody has been nasty with you. Somebody has deceived you, betrayed you, caused you a lot of pain, but it's been a hollow victory for that person or for that situation, and you know that. You know that it's a defeat energy. Somebody is going through in your situation who is feeling defeated by whatever they have done with you, Cancer, right? So you could be a person to heal that situation as well now. You could be the one who could be returning back, Cancer, to heal that situation, because a journey, right? Because somebody or you could be starting a fresh journey with that particular situation around this portion in time where the old is ending and there is something new that is coming up in your life, right? So what I'm getting, guys, is that you could actually be doing some lot of healing work with somebody around this portion in time, right? Yeah, you got dog, right? You got dealings or relationships. You got good friends, right? Situation in balance that requires careful handling. So there is somebody in your life with whom you could be very close to at this point, right? Somebody who is very loyal to you, you believe in that person. But again, there could be problems there. So you have to deal with that situation with a lot of careful handling, is what they are telling you, in order to restart a new situation here. So you could be working as a, as a psychic at this point. You could be the psychic medium. You could be healing a lot of people, or you could be healing people who have gone through, or who will be going through a lot of pain in their life because of some kind of deceit and betrayal, where they are planning to take on a new route. And you could be the person here who could be the person, a close friend, right, with somebody who requires a lot of help from you around this portion in time, but you have to handle that situation with great and careful, with great care, right? So you could be the healer around this portion in time. That's what Spirit is saying. They're giving you a chance to heal people around this portion in time, to help people, not just to heal, to help people as well. Now, your probable outcome, guys, is the divine source. Beautiful. Sitting in the power. So if you can do this work, it is an infinite, expansive source of love that you can access at any time, because you're becoming so much better, right? It is the positive, healing light that can energize, clean, and strengthen your connection with the spirit world, right? So this is the spirit self. This is yourself. So amplify your abilities. Let your pure stream of light emerge from you, right? That's where you will be sitting in your power. So don't forget to share your love and gratitude in return for the blessings that you receive from your spirit world. Beautiful. Look at the outcome, guys. Look at the outcome, the divine source. That's who you will be turning out to be, Cancer. The divine source. Please talk to me about the divine source. Yeah, the Knight of Cups, right? That is who you will be turning out. Romantic, beautiful, right? Falling in love. Once again, being swept off your feet. Wow, nice. Nice. Something very romantic that you can share with people. Lot of love that you can give to people. Make people happy around this portion in time. Please talk to me about the Knight of Cups. You will have too much of love to give, guys. Lot of love to give around this portion in time. That's your divine source of inspiration. Beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. You have been juggling over a situation with somebody in your life. Cancer is what I'm getting. Somebody who could be married with somebody, but you have been juggling over this situation, or somebody has been juggling over this situation here with you to open their heart towards you, because they could have a previous commitment with somebody that you are aware of, and you could be the person who is juggling over this situation, right? Because you are You want a connection with somebody in particular, right? But at the same time, you don't want to deal with somebody who is already committed with somebody. So you could be possibly looking at the situation now. Please talk to me about the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, thief. Yeah, thief. This is where you're feeling cheated about this situation, Cancer. You're feeling cheated about this whole situation here, and that is when universe is saying, don't worry. Don't worry. Things are all coming back to you. You have been going through a hard time with a situation in your life where you're feeling betrayed, deceived, you're not feeling good about the whole situation, but at the same time, you will be sitting in your power because you will be the person now to decide if you want to move or if you don't want to move. Okay? Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah. You want it all, but you are not going to come down. You're not going to bring yourself down in order to become happy once again. You are going to retain your position, your power. You will be sitting in your power, Cancer, and you will not lower your level to juggle with any situations in your life that you know is not going to bring you back your happiness, right? So you are very well connected with your power, where you are deciding, right, that whoever it is you're choosing or you will be choosing to follow where your heart takes you, right? So you will be in your power where you will control that emotion and make wise decisions around this portion in time, because you know that you are not going to come down to that level where you want to betray somebody or cheat somebody in order to make yourself happy. No. You are much more powerful than that, right? So you are not going to unbalance yourself or disbalance yourself because of that situation. So you're going to keep holding your power, right? And you're not going to lower your standards for somebody who you think is not worth it, right? So you are going to choose people who are connected with you on your soul level in order to make yourself free for those kind of situations. But you are not going to lower your standards for somebody you think is not worth your time, energy, or even your love. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again, till then, goodbye. God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and take care.